Before I get into anything, I wanted to be real with you for a moment. I know what it feels like to question God's timing, and I know what it feels like to wake up and think, oh God, did I miss something? Did I hear you wrong? To feel stuck while everyone else seems to be moving forward, and to feel overlooked when you're giving everything you have, to feel like maybe the dream God placed in your heart is starting to fade. I've had nights when I've cried to God because I felt behind in life, and I've had moments where I look at my life and said, Lord, this is not what I imagined my life would look like by now. And I've had seasons where I've almost talked myself out of believing, not because the dream wasn't beautiful, but I felt like the process felt too long, too slow, and too heavy. So if you're feeling like that right now, hear me out. There were so many faith-filled dreamers, women who have big callings and bigger hearts, go through this. Exactly the same things that we felt or we are feeling right now. Sometimes we wrestle with doubt, insecurities, with delay, with discouragement, not because we lack faith, but honestly because the dreams really matters to us. And we wanted to accomplish these dreams and goals. For example, you want to start a business that would be able to finance your dream life, or you just wanted to have a business or a job, whatever it may be, that can set you for life. You wanted to take care of your family. You're doing the hard work. You're working so hard to provide for your family. These are dreams, personal dreams. These are goals that you know you wanted, not just for yourself, but there are moments that you might feel like you're a failure, because when you look on social media and you started to compare yourself to others who seems like already have figured out their life, people who are getting married and starting a family of their own, or when people post highlights on their social media, like they acquired a brand new car, house and lot, whatever it may be, then suddenly you feel like you're a failure, even though you are pushing yourself so hard in a job, in a business that you've been working on for so long. Why do we feel that we're a failure? Okay, I think the light's better. Again, let's go back. You're here and you may be watching this because you wanted to honor God with your life. You have these big dreams. You know that you're meant for something greater. You feel it in your spirit. You are meant to do something great in this life. But right now you're feeling like you're a failure. I feel you. We always tend to compare ourselves to others. Well, why do we do that to ourselves? So number one is comparison. Watching others win while you feel behind. Second is delay. You are thinking God is silent and too slow to give you the dream, to fulfill His promises. But you know what? I feel like I started to understand what delays are for. I'm 30 years old right now, and I feel like there's a delay in my life because God's building my character. And I'm learning a lot of things actually about myself. And I feel like it's very important to actually know yourself first and to build this foundation, these values before you actually acquire riches or wealth, because you might not be able to enjoy those things if you receive them prematurely. Third, disappointment. We feel like we're a failure if we're disappointed. Maybe life didn't go the way you thought. Number four, age pressure, or let's call it social pressure. You feel like you're a failure because you feel like you're too old and you feel like you're running out of time. I've made multiple videos about this because I'm 30 years old old now, and there was a time, or there's some moments that I feel like I'm behind in life. My friends who were at the same age as me, 30 years old, some were 29, 31, 32, they're starting to build a family of their own. They got married a few years back and they have children already. And I feel like this is not just me. I feel like it's a universal feeling or issue right now. I don't know, but just scroll here in YouTube and you would see a lot of content about feeling behind in life at a certain age. And we might feel like we're a failure if we haven't reached a certain dream or goal at a certain age. Number 5, fatigue. You were trying so hard. You're pushing yourself so hard and you're seeing little to no progress. And that causes you to feel like you're a failure. I know this feeling. I really do. The feeling of pushing yourself so hard to achieve a certain goal, and when you started to see little to no progress or no progress at all, you're discouraged and you feel like you already failed. Well, honestly, these feelings doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're human. But here's how to get back up. Let me share with you what I've learned. And number 1 is to listen to the feedback in your life. So, I learned this lesson from the book Success Principles by Jack Canfield. This is one of my favorite books, honestly, because this book has a lot of gems inside and it's life-changing. If you want to get a copy of the book, I will put the link down below. And I do believe I've heard it from many successful people. Most of them have already read this book. So I will put the link down below if you wanted to get a copy. So listen to the feedback in your life. What does this mean? Well, whether we ask or not, feedback actually comes in our lives in different or various forms. The feedback might come verbally from the people that you love, your colleague, your friends, your family, or it might actually come into consequences. This feedback. It might be a letter from the bank, a letter from the government. It might be an organization refusing your loan or your request, or could be a special opportunity that comes your way. It could be negative or positive, honestly. So right now, listen to the feedback in your life. This important lesson that I've learned from the book, I've applied it into my life and it changed the way I see things and the way I make decisions. So right now, look into your life. Listen to the feedback. Is it positive or negative? Are you earning a decent amount of money? You have healthy relationships? You feel so much alive? You're happy? You're joyful? You're peaceful? Are you excelling in your job? Or you're miserable right now? Or you don't have good relationships with your family, your friends, or whomever. You're always angry and disappointed at your life. These are all feedback. Whatever it is, just listen. And here's how you can do this. Take one step and then stop. Listen. And then take another step and then pause and listen. You will actually feel it. Our instinct, most especially women, our instincts and gut feeling are a gift, if I would say. If you hear it in your spirit like, oh, I'm off course, it might mean that you're on the wrong direction or wrong path. But if you hear, keep going, you're on the right path, then go on. Also, listen externally to the feedback of the people around you, to what others may be telling you. At the same time, what is your body, your feelings, your emotions, your gut feeling is telling you? Because your instincts, that could be true. It's your mind and your body is telling you something like, I'm happy, I like this. this. I like what I'm feeling right now. I like what I'm seeing. Or this is the right thing. This is the right job for me. Or is your mind and body telling you, I'm weary, I'm exhausted, I'm drained, I'm tired, I'm miserable, I'm angry, I'm disappointed. Those are feedback. I am totally sharing from experience because there was this moment and seasons in my life where I really had to take a pause or to stop completely and listen to the feedback in my life. And I saw that my relationship was falling apart. I saw that my bank account was decreasing. It went negative and I started to acquire debts and loans. And my relationship with my sister was also falling apart. It was all a series of negative things that keeps happening in my life. And I knew after I've read the idea on the book, I knew that something was wrong. And I was unhappy and I've been miserable for like almost 2 years. And that's when I started to make a change. You feel like a failure? You feel like you're off course and you don't know what to do right now? You're miserable? Well, listen. Listen carefully to what your life is telling you. Second, how to get back up. Use the power of your words. Yes, this works like magic. Your words are powerful, so you might want to use it to bless yourself, your life, to bless your future. It says in Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. It means you will eat the fruit of your lips. What comes out of your mouth can either break or make you. It can either be heaven or hell. Choose your words wisely. This is why many coaches, successful leaders were talking about the power of affirmations, like affirming yourself. And I do this every time I felt discouraged or sad or lonely. I would declare, I'm brave, I'm confident, I'm beautiful, I'm wise, I'm highly favored of God. And I declare blessings with my mouth. I would say things like, I'm blessed to be a blessing. I'm fulfilling my destiny. I'm expecting good opportunities to come my way. See, just by hearing those words, what do you feel right now? Do you feel encouraged? Why don't you say positive affirmations out loud and bless yourself? This is how you can get back up from failure, discouragement, and disappointments. There's this powerful quote and it says, be careful how you are talking to yourself because you are listening. And another, talk to yourself like you would to someone you love. That's beautiful, right? And last but not the least, number 3, shift your environment. Number 1 is to surround yourself with faith builders, not dream stealers. What do I mean by that? Well, notice that there are actually people in your life who were either pulling you down or encouraging you to grow and move forward. Well, the people that you surround yourself with are very important. Did you know that you are the sum of your 5 closest friends? If you are constantly hearing negative comments and criticism from the people around you, well, sad to say, but they're not for you and they're not your people. You will notice this if, for example, you are working on a project, you're starting a blog or a YouTube channel, or you're starting a business, then you will hear just very simple, small, negative comments. Well, avoid them. They're not supportive. Well, in order for you to get back up, you actually need to spend less time with them. This is so true. If your friends are ambitious, positive, and motivated, you're more likely to adopt those traits. If you want to grow, surround yourself with people who support you and push you forward. Another thing, replace negative input with inspiration, scriptures, and testimonies. Yes, to get back up, you need these things. Attend conferences, be a part of a church or a community of positive, like-minded people. Read books, listen to faith-building audios or messages like this. This is how you can get back up after failure. This isn't a secret, honestly. Thank you so much for watching today. If this video encouraged you, leave a comment. I would love to hear what steps you are taking right now to get back up and keep going.